Good afternoon, friends. Today, I will talk about how to make your speeches emotionally powerful and prevent power loss. In terms of your own speeches and presentations, you can, and you should develop your message in ways that uh, tap into emotional reservoirs. So often, it's really about audiences your audience's emotional experiences, and know that a response can occur in spite of being analytical, financial, or technical content. In fact, if you frequently discuss topics in these areas, it's critically important that you understand how emotions work on your audiences. There are ways you can consciously create an emotional encounter between you and your listeners. Do that, and your influence will surely soar, rise. I have seen and experienced that most speakers just deliver content which almost never reaches an emotional plane. Instead, there are certain rules, I would say, for achieving emotional power in your speeches and presentation. Try it. The first and foremost, I would say, develop an emotional message. You should ask yourself at every stage of preparation if what you are putting together will serve your purpose. You will achieve your aim. Since to influence means to change thoughts, to change feelings or actions, all emotional experiences, you must find the emotional wavelength with your audience. What will reach these listeners where they live, and so change their life for the better. The bare delivery of content that it shouldn't even need stating, but it does. My friends, once you develop an emotional message, is equally important to show your engagement. Content can never live on its own. It's your place to make to come to life, sparking electricity between you and your audience. The good news is that you can just be you to make that happen. In fact, the connection won't occur otherwise at all. All your audience ever want is you speaking honestly and something you believe in. And there's a simple formula, I'd say, to live by. That zero in your relationship with your audience and forget about how you are doing. Worrying about your performance will push you towards artificially creating an excellent and result. Instead, just engage listeners. They will respond by all means, surely respond. My friend, use emotional language. Making emotional connections with other human being it isn't difficult at all if you share an interest in the same topic. But to do so, you need to use the language of emotion. How could you succeed without doing that if you're trying to move listeners? Emotional words and connotations create a heartfelt response in people. Love beats like should appears next to must. Listen to the difference between I like this development and I love this solution. Look for words that sing rather than mumble. Run headlong instead of strolling. The difference between the right word and the almost right word is the difference between lightning and the lightning bug. Create an emotional experience, my friends. It's all part of creating an emotional experience for your audience. Never be satisfied with just conveying information, as nothing is more boring for listeners. They say uh, that all the statistics, the figures you present, they are forgotten immediately after once the audience listen. But if you tell a story, you connect emotionally. These are retold by audience, and that's how, because they have an impact. Never be satisfied just by giving your statistics, factual details. Why educate when you can inspire? Why motivate when you can fire? Why influence when you can change lives, I say. One key to creating an emotional experience is simply wanting to do so. If you are shy about transforming the lives of the people in the room, don't speak in public. Don't go onto the stage and roast. If you think you can reach audiences on an emotional level, maybe public speaking isn't for you. Open the emotional gates, my friends. To be open to your exciting and emotionally engaging ideas. Audience needs you to show the way. If you are not exhibiting any emotional response yourself, why should they? It's if you are only conveying information without much humanity, they will give up on you. Sure, I'm sure you are not perfect and never will be. You will also never deliver a perfect presentation, perfect talk. But every time you present, you give audience a unique gift. A person speaking in a real time, connecting with them emotionally, building a rapport, touching their hearts. In a hellfire act where much is online. Your willingness to do in a powerful way to get people to listen to and to like you. It will create both leadership and charisma, my friends. It will open up to you, and then you, after all, the emotional gate swings both ways. Same thing, similar things I say about power up. The best way to prevent power loss while you are delivering a talk is to have enough more stored so that you can generate during your talks and connect emotionally. Energy is very important in every talk and speech. I know this power, when I say power up, it sounds like an electrical company. Actually, two are very similar. You have to have a base of mental power and a verbal power stored in your mind so that you can generate uh, it as needed during your speech, talk, or presentation, whatever. Dwell on your past victories and success in your talks, giving examples and uh, personal examples. Remind yourself of when you did it and when you didn't. Write down why you have the fear. Many people have fear and are clueless as to the causes. Sometimes the self-discovery is enough to make it dissipate and disappear. Feed your head. As I have mentioned, the confidence building answer is in my previous talks. I recommend you listen to professional speakers for a few months or for some time. You will see the difference between your speaking and their speaking and pick up things. Test your prowess in a safe atmosphere. And in fact, I say if you really want to get improve your speech and talks and get emotionally powerful and generate power in your talks, practice alone. Walk alone. Speak to yourself. Stand in front of a mirror. Prepare your speech. Talk in your own words. In your room, when the door is shut, and read aloud. Over time, you will improve. 15 minutes a day, my friend. It's all you need to become a perfect speaker. create a peer group and give your talks to one another. It's very, and all these things, have fun. Keep smiling, keep enjoying. Unless you put all these things together, you will not have the required requisite confidence to deliver a perfect speech without the power loss, and always have a power up. And all your speeches, all your talks, I'm sure, will be emotionally so powerful that you will connect your audiences instantly from the word go. Thank you very much.